What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to hop in here to the Extreme STR stage of Extreme Super Battle Road. Going for our no item run here with a Terrifying Conquerors team. We're using the STR Cooler as our leader. Now he is definitely one of the weaker defensive units on Extreme STR at this point. There is certainly better units to be able to use than him. The huge caveat here, though, is that we're able to get this entire team under 170% leader skill, which makes a big difference in Extreme Super Battle Road, especially these earlier type stages, because when these originally released, these first 10 stages, I believe the highest leader skill available in the game was, well, I think we had 150% leaders, maybe a few 170% leaders, but there wasn't enough characters to be able to run those categories for type-specific teams. So for these teams, you were running 120% leads, essentially, which, you know, made these stages a lot more difficult. So there you can see we were able to tank a super attack for 130k with nothing more than just guard active and some decent defense. So yeah, you'll notice that this team is tanking pretty well. That is a big part in thanks, big thanks in part to the leader skill that we are running. So definitely something to keep in mind as we go through this run. So my strategy here is actually to have the Rakuma Goldo linked up with the Jace card. Having those two Ginu cards on rotation together is going to be tremendous for us, for sure. So we're able to get some healing links. The Metamorphosis link from Android, from actually everyone. All three of these units have Metamorphosis, so we're going to be getting quite a bit of good healing. So here I'm just playing around with the rotations. I don't know exactly how I want to have this second rotation set up yet. I think we're going to end up leaving Kid Buu on rotation with somebody. But I did want the Ginyu units definitely linked up together. They are going to be very, very strong side by side, so. So I think that the Android 21 should be able to tank decently after she attacks. Not as well as I would have hoped, honestly. I'm thinking at this point she is definitely going to be more of a floating unit, seeing her unable to tank normals for double digits. The Janemba is definitely a stronger defensive unit. Okay, so here we already have the Ginyu units linked up. The cool part about this is that Jace has a Scouter ability, and that is going to allow us to know who to attack with Rakuma Goldo, because they have a guaranteed seal and a high chance to stun now that there's another Ginu Force member on rotation. So, Chaozu will not be super attacking this turn. We are going to make sure of it. So we are at least going to seal him and maybe even stun him. So there we're not able to get the stun off, but that's okay. We nullify all the damage we were going to take from that super attack because Jace was able to forewarn us. So that is how that rotation is going to go. That is going to be a massive help, having that Scouter ability active on their rotation consistently. So again, we're getting a double Metamorphosis heal. So getting a nice bit of healing back there. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I leave Android 21 in the first slot there. That would have been a huge blunder, considering we have Janemba on rotation. I'm opting to go for Great Sandman 1, in hopes to kill him before Cooler has to take an attack from him. So we're just putting all of our damage on him this rotation. We are able to get super attacks off with everyone. This is a little bit more of a nerve-wracking rotation for Ki. Needing 4 Ki can sometimes screw you over pretty bad in Super Battle Road if the Ki just shows up wrong. And a lot of the time in these no item runs, missing one attack can mean the difference between life and death, because so many units get their defense built up on super attack. So if they're unable to attack, then they just get hit super hard. Okay, so after the attack lower, we should be fine to tank that attack there at the end. So here we can see that there are no super attacks we have to worry about the entire rotation. Jace's Scouter is not proccing any of them, so we are safe. Rikuma and Goldo are not going to be taking any damage here. They'll finish off the Great Sandman for sure, and then we will just chip down Great Sandman 2. And it's nice that the Great Sandman 1 is attacking in the second and third slots there. So once we finish him off, we won't be taking any more damage for the rest of the rotation. Which is nice, because our health is looking a little bit precarious right now. Below 50% is definitely not where you want to be. I think we still have enough HP to be able to tank like one super though. So we're not in extreme danger of dying yet. That being said, other than the Metamorphosis link, we don't really have a way to heal on this team. A lot of the other teams that we brought have like transformations that allow us to get healing off, different things like that. But not on this team. We are stuck with the HP that we have. So we do have to be very, very careful there. We're able to get this nice transformation with Kid Buu. One of the best animations in the game, if you ask me. So good. Just a free 20% attack boost. I will definitely take that. Okay, so here is where we're able to fix the rotations, and now we're keeping Buu on rotation with Janemba, so we can rotate off the Android 21. I think this is going to work out better defensively, especially because Buu has his nullification chance. And his stun chance as well. Yeah, so there you can see he's able to get off a stun on Great Sandman 2. And then Janemba able to clean up nicely, and we finish off the fight here. So we're in a very good position, starting the fight with the Rikuma and Goldo. They are definitely our strongest defensive unit that we have. Maybe the Janemba you could make a case for, because like if the Rikuma and Goldo get hit with a super attack right away, then they're going to get hit pretty hard, whereas the Janemba could just dodge it. But the thing is, we have the Scouter active because of Jace, so here we can see we're not getting hit with a super. So we just need to make sure to focus our attack on Vegeta and seal him real quick, and then we don't have to worry about any super attacks for this turn at all. So yeah, we are consistently able to use that ability. That is definitely very helpful for us here. So yeah, we have sealed up the Vegeta, so no super attacks. Definitely no super attacks coming our way. And Jace is able to actually tank very nicely there. The attack lower definitely helps the Vegeta not hit as hard for sure. Yeah, so their Vegeta has been massively attack lowered. We're able to get our active skill off again with Kid Buu, which is nice. So we don't have our Scouter up. We're not able to see if there's any super attacks on the first slot there. There's a lot of attacks at the end, so I actually do rotate off Janemba on this turn. Just to make sure, because I think that Cooler for sure would have gotten us killed at the end there. I do switch to the Trunks with Cooler because I wanted to lower his attack. That way both enemies are attack lowered. That is definitely going to be helpful if Janemba does get touched up a little bit with some attacks here, if he's unable to proc his dodges. So Kid Buu doesn't get hit with a super there at the beginning. I kind of wanted him to, just so that he'd have the ability to nullify it. But again, it is only a chance to nullify. It's not guaranteed, so I guess better safe than sorry, right? Okay, so there we're able to do massive amounts of damage to Vegeta. Almost able to take him out entirely. And then we get a nice attack lower on Trunks as well. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get a super attack with Janemba, so Vegeta is still going to be attacking us here. But yeah, with the attack lowers, we didn't have too much to worry about there. Okay, so again, we can see that Trunks is the only one super attacking us, so we will focus our attack there. And I realized that Rikuma Goldo had a ton of defense compared to everyone else, so I gave them all the type orbs just for the best possible heal. And now I am being a little bit I have to be a little bit cautious because of the Dokkan attack. It is getting very, very close to full there. I want to be able to finish off this fight, ideally, so that we can get that Dokkan attack on the first turn of the next fight. That's definitely the way you want this to go. Okay, so we get the seal off there on Trunks, and now we don't have to worry about any super attacks for the rotation. We've been getting very lucky with that, only having the one super attack per turn that we're able to handle. I'm sure it would have been a little bit of a different situation if we, you know, if we had two. Okay, so this is the only animation in the game for me that, one of the only ones that parallels that that Kid Buu active skill is the Final Form Cooler transformation. I think it's so sick, way ahead of its time. At the time that this animation was released, when this unit came out, this was by far the best animation in the game. I think some of the other super attack animations and active skills and stuff have caught up since. Some of the animations are insane nowadays, but that one still holds its own. It's still very, very good. Okay, so this is definitely the best way to place our rotations because Kid Buu has the most defense and the chance to nullify if there is a super attack that's going to happen. And then we have the Metamorphosis link active between the two coolers, so we're getting a little bit of extra healing there as well. Oh, and by the way, even though the fight was almost over, I did opt to do the transformation so that the coolers could link together, so that I could get the Metamorphosis link off. That was definitely something I did on purpose. Alright, so just as planned, we are able to save the Dokkan attack here for the final fight. Unfortunately, it's not the Kid Buu rotation. He definitely would have done a much stronger Dokkan attack than anyone else will be able to. And then we can see here that Vegeta and Goku are both launching super attacks on this turn. So we are going to have to be a little bit careful about that, because with a Dokkan attack, it will only seal the enemy you target. So what I do here is I opt to target the Goku to seal him up, and then the Rakuman Goldo's defense alone is going to have to be enough to tank the Vegeta, which I'm confident it is, especially because when they get hit all these times, they're raising their attack and defense by 10% each time. And then they get a lot of defense on super attack as well. So I'm confident that they'll be able to tank Vegeta, whereas the Jace definitely would not have been able to tank Goku's super attack. So it was smarter for me to seal him there. Which I think is kind of dumb. Just that, like, it's an attack all. I really, really wish that the effects of your attack would affect all the enemies the way that they do if you have a standard AoE attack. So that is a little unfortunate. So yeah, there you can see we were only able to seal the Goku and not the Vegeta. Which is very good, because we were not able to kill Goku here. So we would have taken a fat amount of damage there and probably died if we didn't do that. So this was definitely the right way to run our rotation. Alright, so at the end there we're able to take out Goku. So now, I know for sure... Oh no, I guess because we just sealed him... Or no, the Vegeta was able to get off his super attack, so okay. So yeah, we don't know who... You know, we don't know where the super attacks are going to be. I think it was definitely better to put Android 21 in the last slot there. There's a lot of attacks against Vegeta, so we focus everything on him just to make sure that he's dead. That's going to help us out a lot. That's a lot less damage we'll have to take at the end there, if we are able to, you know, completely take him out before the end. And there we get a stun anyway, and it looks like Kid Buu is going to be able to finish him up all on his own. So that is very good. A double stun, in fact. Kid Buu just showing out what he is capable of. Very, very nice. Alright, and then Cooler is able to finish it up and take out Piccolo there. So yeah, that is how we were able to beat the Extreme STR stage of Extreme Super Battle Road. So yeah, a very interesting strategy. I love being able to use that 170% leader. Any excuse to use Cooler, I will take. So yeah, a very, very fun team indeed. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Leave a comment down below and slap a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more in the future. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.